First, for my local businesses that have brick and mortars, that have shops, restaurants, food trucks, things like that, you want to take advantage of geotagging. So when I say geotagging, I mean always in your post, where exactly the location is. And this is, you have the ability to do this on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, whatever platform you're using, you can mark the location that you're at. Because when you geotag your business, that allows algorithms to know and to show your content to the surrounding area. And that's what you want, right? You don't care about reaching someone else. You want to reach people in the make sure you geotag every single post. If you're a digital business, you don't have a brick and mortar, you can do the anywhere in the mission, don't do the geotag. Don't ever tag where you are. You don't really need to know where you are, but instead, focus on hashtags. Like, who knows what a hashtag is? Hashtags basically are like keywords that you put in your hashtag. Then put you in a bucket. Ladies and gentlemen, so give me someone tell me their big dog. Any dog, big dog, hot dog. Again, big dog, hot dog. Great name, by the way. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, that's what
Okay, so big dogs, hot dogs.
It wouldn't be cost
Okay, so who we hear laughing is Eurah. I introduced her. She is engaging with the participant. She was asking what that participant's business name was. It is Big Dog Hot Dogs, DAWG. He's a local hot dog vendor here in Tacoma. And so they're talking about hashtags. So I'm really, really sorry that this didn't flow as nicely as we obviously would have needed it to. But you will get the recording after. We have a little time, so we can watch the video. I might speed up certain parts of it, so you can at least get some background about the topic, and then Eurah is available at 2:20, so we'll get her on even maybe a little earlier, so you can do Q&A with her. Does that sound fair? Okay. Okay, I'm going to start it again.
Big dogs, hot dogs. Okay.
Probably.
Hashtag research. Let's do this together. Okay. So what I love to use, and I'm giving you my little secret, is called iqhashtags.com. Okay. I'm going to show you guys how to use it. All right. We can see iqhashtags.com. What I'm going to do, and IQ Hashtags is a free service. You just make an account. And big dogs, hot dogs, right? So let's see. I'm going to write hot dogs. That is the keyword for you. Search. We have this whole list of hashtags that could apply to your post, but that's way too many. And the most recent update for Instagram and TikTok in terms of hashtag algorithm is you want to keep it between 3 and 8 hashtags, no more. Because if you start putting 12, 20, 30 hashtags, they start thinking you're a bot or you're a scam or you're a fraud, because I'm sure you guys have seen it. There are so many bots on Instagram these days. And so by keeping it, I like to do a golden rule of 5 hashtags. That's my number, 5 hashtags. And you also want to make sure that the amount of posts under that hashtag does not exceed 2 million or 1 million. Why? Because then you're competing with a million other posts. And so we want to be humble, we want to make sure that we're competing with the amount, the right amount of other posts. Yes.
What number are you just saying again?
So I would try and stay between 200,000 and 1 million posts under a hashtag. So I'll show you right here. So within IQ hashtags, you can filter this based off of posts under the hashtag, the average amount of likes within that hashtag, the average amount of comments, and then don't worry about that one. Okay, so I'm gonna filter it by the amount of posts. I'm gonna start from the top. So I don't know why art is, relative to big dogs, hot dogs, but we're gonna scroll all the way down because this is way too many. 39 million posts under a hashtag. Like, you don't need to be competing with that many people. So I'm gonna keep scrolling down. Once I start getting to the 1 millions, I'm like, okay, I feel better now. I feel like I can be a part of this category. Let's see. Okay, smart dog. Smart dog, that could work for, do you have vegan dogs? Oh, perfect. Okay, smart dogs. 659,000 or 656,000 posts are within this hashtag. And then there's an average amount of 112 likes with an average amount of 17 comments. That's not bad. That's pretty good. But you know what? Instagram prefers comments over likes because Instagram is kind of sick in the way that they want people to be addicted to the app. So the more that you're creating conversation, the more that you're getting people to comment on your post, the more that Instagram will reward your post and push it out to more people. So I'm going to start looking at, okay, look, Hamburgers has 137 average comments with 176 average likes. Do you sell hamburgers as well? Okay, well, there you go. I would add that too. So I'm going to click that. Let's see. One more. National Hot Dog Day. 90 average comments, 18 average likes. I wouldn't do that one. I want something that has a good amount of both, right? So let's see what's up here in the millions. Ketchup. 82 average comments, 74 average likes. I like that one. Okay. So we just chose 3 different hashtags. I marked them all. Now all I have to do is click this little button right here. Let me just get rid of these. And there's 3 of the hashtags that I want to use. I'm going to click copy hashtags, and then I'm going to use it on my next post. You can also save it to a collection. Create a new collection. I'm going to call this collection Big Dogs, Hot Dogs. Oh, Big Dogs. So I said it right the first time. Big Dogs, Hot Dogs. And there I have my collection of the top 3 hashtags for you. So just find 2 more of those and then you'll be good to go. And then another thing is, if you feel like these hashtags aren't really serving your post, and you want to do a different one, just go back to IQ hashtags and switch them up. Find a few other ones. It's all about testing. Test different things to see what's going to work for your content.
You said that page is free?
Yes. IQhashtags.com.
Should you also tag yourself too?
Sorry,
Should you also tag yourself too?
tag yourself
I see all the time in businesses, they will hashtag themselves.
no,
Okay.
because most likely your business name is not a hashtag that's relevant, people aren't using it.
Mhm.
So you want to be using hashtags that other people are using. Yeah, if you're choosing really niche type of hashtags that many people aren't searching up, then I would stay away from it. Think of hashtags as a search engine. These are the types of keywords that people are searching up on Instagram, like hot dog near me, hot dog Seattle. Those are the things that people are searching up. Those are the things that you want to include in your post. Any questions about IQ hashtags? Yes.
So will it tell you if the hashtag is dead or not?
Oh, I never thought about that.
Dead.
Yeah, like sometimes, well, I should say specifically for Instagram, maybe dead is not the right word, banned. Like,
Ban.
they have some hashtags that's banned. Will this let you know?
Yes, yes. This platform here won't bring up the ban hashtags. These are all valid hashtags.
I'm glad you're here.
Yay. And then also, I believe IQ hashtags, I think if you just have one kind of like, just like a single user on it, it should be free. I think if you're starting to add like a bunch of different users and a bunch of different collections, they're gonna start charging you. So it should be good for everyone here. Any questions about IQ hashtags?
When you look up IQ Instagram,
Uh-huh.
I just looked up IQ hashtags, but I see where it says ban hashtag right there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice.
I'm like, wow.
Let's see. Right there.
That's good to know.
Down, ban hashtag, sweet. So we don't want to click that.
Right.
Don't want to click that. Any other questions about hashtags? No? Great. Let's move on. Let's also talk about the different platforms and what kind of audience members are active on those platforms. So Facebook has the largest group of 25 to 34-year-olds, and then it skips to 55 and up. So what do we know about 25 to 34-year-olds and 55 plus?
They're on TikTok.
Sorry,
They're on TikTok.
they're on TikTok? They're on Facebook.
On Facebook.
Yeah, what do we know about this demographic of people?
Oh, we got like.
They got money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so these are the people that are spending money on Facebook. I don't know how many times my dad calls me and tells me, he's like, yeah, but. My dad calls me and tells me that he accidentally bought a pair of fake Ray-Bans on Facebook and blah, blah, blah. It was like, stop doing that, you know, like you send it to me first. But that's how easily Facebook algorithm will reach those type of people. So if you're able to correctly position your content on Facebook, you can also reach people to buy your stuff or look into your services. Next, we have Instagram. So that's 18 to 24. This is like Gen Z, early millennial. These people are also shopping on Instagram ever since they have that new feature where you can shop Instagram, or you can, if you're a restaurant, you can order takeout directly through Instagram. These people also spend money. And then lastly, we have TikTok. Can I see a hand? Sorry, can I see who's on TikTok? Great. Okay, so TikTok is where Instagram was at 10 years ago. So if you're on TikTok now, you're already ahead of the game. And I think just as a business owner, social media agency, I think TikTok is definitely going to be the next thing. I think Instagram is like, it's still going to be there, but Instagram has kind of become sort of like a more fake resume of businesses and people and brands. You only see the best stuff on Instagram, right? But on TikTok, you get a more raw version of people. You get a more authentic version of what goes on in someone's business. I see so many brands, for example, Joe and the Juice. I don't know if you guys know them. They're like a big smoothie company in New York City. Their Instagram is so polished to the T. It's like the most beautiful pictures, the most beautiful stack. But then you go to their TikTok and it's completely different. It's just like the funniest, coolest, trendiest content. So, and they're viral on both accounts. So I would say if you want to, do a little bit more of raw content, you don't kind of put too much effort into like professional things, then I would get on TikTok because it's easier to use. It's more raw. It's more authentic. Your sound and your audio honestly don't have to be the best. Your quality doesn't have to be the best because TikTok likes that type of stuff. Any questions about the platforms, like hashtags, anything like that? Nope. Great. So what do I record? That's the question. I have ideas to record, but what do I do? The main question you want to ask yourself is who, what, when, where, and why. It's just like writing a paper. Who are you? What do you do? When? What? Why? Where? You know, these are the types of answers that your audience is looking for. And the goal with social media is conversions, right? The goal with social media is sales. You want people to either hit that link in your bio to submit an application, or hit that link in your bio to set up an appointment, or come to your store, whatever it is. That's the conversion. And how do we get them from being just a viewer of your content to then being a follower to then converting into being a customer? It's all through trust. And so remember that this stuff is not overnight. It's like, you gotta court these people. It's like, I always say to my clients, it's like, you have to flirt with them. You gotta be on social media, basically. Yeah, you gotta dangle that carrot. You gotta sell yourself to these people, constantly like get their trust. You have to engage with them all the time. It's a lot of work, but if you can spend at least one day a week on social media for at least 1 hour, I think that's better than nothing at all. And so if you can put that in your calendar, every Tuesday at 11 a.m., don't talk to me, don't put me on any meetings, I am doing my social media. I think that you could really grow with just that 1 hour. So I want to show you all just some quick examples of content that I find is really well done, that can be done also by people like you. And we'll also talk about why. So this first one is a restaurant in LA.
So I learned how to cook, and that's the main thing of Thai people. Restaurant, cook, food, eat everywhere on the street, in Thailand, everywhere. When I came to America, I opened my first restaurant when I was 20 years old. I went to work in a hotel for 5 years to support the restaurant first. Work there in the morning, and then after I finish 2 o'clock, I buy supply and go to the restaurant. Tough. I work hard. We cook, we learn from each other. The older teach us, and sometimes right now YouTube teach you everything. Yeah, variety, different style. But then I mix and match, so I put everything together. I don't even know how to count. Since I 20 years old, I started. Now I'm 63. I love to eat, so I learned how to cook, and that's the main thing.
What do you guys think about that video? Just honest thoughts. Just say it out loud.
The words pop out.
She's funny. The words pop out.
The food looks delicious.
The food looks delicious.
And I love her energy because I like how she said, I love to eat, so I learned how to cook.
That is, okay, that's why I put her as an example. Because why do we want to go try her food? Yes, it looks good. We can always make food look good, but we want to go to her restaurant because we like her. That's literally it. With businesses and brands, when I say like get their trust, I really mean get their trust. Like put your personality out there because people will support you because they like you. Your food can taste just like, the person's next door. I'm sure it doesn't, but people don't know that. They want to come to your restaurant because they like your vibe. They like your energy. And so make sure that that is a big part of the content that you're putting out there. Yes, big dog.
So I tried something. I bet on myself. I really can care less what anybody else has to say or do about that. And I try stuff every once in a while. I went like almost a month with not even showing a hot dog on my page. Just me, my conversation, just gifts, memes, story,
Yeah.
posting other people and whatnot. And I noticed the caliber of people I was reaching changed.
In a good way or
Anyway,
in a great way?
I shipped hot dogs and hamburgers and my secret menu item to Section 8. Shipped I shipped 2 out to Pittsburgh and 3 out to Michigan.
Did you say ship?
So
And
just
that's
me
because-
admiring about
You said
what I
ship?
do,
Okay,
where I was.
not on
Exactly.
something else.
About that award-winning Facebook conversation with issue. So I tried that, I was wondering what you think about doing stuff like that.
I think, well, by putting up like what kind of content? You said you're putting up like memes and things that you're interested in. You're having conversations on your Instagram.
I'm talking about my business.
You're talking about your business, right? Are you putting your face actually on camera?
Yes.
That's why. Because like I said, food or whatever service or product, a million other people sell it too, right? And I'm sure everyone is good at what they do. But like, what is going to make someone like come to you for your hot dog? Because they like you.
Right.
And then once they give it that one try, they're gonna be like, oh, it's done. I'm eating Big Dog's hot dogs forever.
Right.
So by putting your face in front of the camera, showing people who you are, they're gonna support you. You're gonna gain their trust, and then you're gonna get those conversions.
Right.
So who is shy in front of the camera?
I am.
I don't know, I think that's shy.
I'm not shy. It's not shy, it's just like, it ain't real. I'm talking to who, what.
Okay,
So I did a video doing, because the holidays are coming up and I always get German chocolate cake. One of our cookies is German chocolate cake and I decided to use the authentic frosting. So I made the frosting, I did a video showing me making that so people can make it yourself.
uh-huh,
But I don't show me.
Mm.
You see my hand?
okay.
You don't need to see.
I still applaud you for that because that's showing people like how you make this by scratch. And that's beautiful because I would be like, ooh, like I want that. But I think what would help put like a little cherry on top of that video is if at the beginning you said, what's your name?
Chocolate.
Chocolate?
Mhm.
Okay, you would say, hey, I'm Chocolate, and today we're making a, German chocolate cake icing by scratch, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do it, and that's it. Just give them a little snippet at the beginning that shows your face, shows your vibe, your voice, and then we can be like, oh, okay, like, I'm not just like this person that I don't know is making this icing by scratch, that's cool, but if I can see a face to the hands, then I might buy.
It's a little hard for me to do that because of my name. I get perverts and I get people talking to me.
I know, unfortunately, there's nothing you can do about the curves and the bots and the frauds.
They feel like.
Yeah, like as a gorgeous person, like you're just gonna get that your entire life. So,
But that also goes to the part of commenting on your post. Going back to the beginning, so even if, I get a lot of purpose, trust me, I mean, it's because I do exercise videos, so I'm in.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell you, the stuff that they say, I'm like, yo, like,
Yeah.
like you came from a woman, cut it out. But it creates that traffic.
Yes.
So even though like they may not be buying that product, it's bringing up that
Yep.
algorithm. So
Yep.
in a way, you're kind of winning in a way, right?
Yes, 100%. I always say bad PR is still good PR. Like what? PR is public relations. So basically, you might have some haters, but the haters are still commenting on your
Right.
post. So who's winning at the end of the day?
They're spending their time and energy commenting on your post,
Exactly.
please.
Exactly.
Your friends come in and defend you and that's even more common.
Yes, exactly. So
Because the
there's,
longer you can keep them on the app, is what the app pays attention to. They want you to keep them
Yes.
on the app as long as possible.
yes,
You know?
we're learning. I love it. Did you have?
Yeah, I did have a question. Like,
Yes.
it's okay. I'm very like meticulous about. Do I have to put together a whole like just a log of what I want to do as far as content? Because my issue is always I got to go now and develop a whole bunch of content in order to do this, and then it's to me it's like I could do it, but I mean. And then sometimes, to be honest with you, it's not like I'm trying to market to like companies. You know, that's who my audience
So
is.
you're B2C.
So yeah, so B2B.
B2B, sorry,
Yeah,
yes.
B2B. So I can put, I can do that, but do I have to? Should I just sit down and just develop like a list of like, this month, we're just gonna focus on this here, develop content for that.
Mhm.
Is that the structure or?
So you're talking more about like strategy and like
Yeah, because-
messaging and like how much effort you should put into recording videos and what type of content. Because you are B2B, it can be a little tricky sometimes because in order to reach someone that you would potentially get business from, it would have to be probably a person under a business that you're looking for, but they're on their personal page or something like that. So it's a little bit trickier for you. And in that case, I would recommend LinkedIn. Because LinkedIn is mostly strictly businesses and you can also upload videos.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So whatever videos you have in mind, I would try and what we call recycle the content. So if you have the time, do it on LinkedIn, post that same video on Instagram and on TikTok. Just knock them all out.
How do you guys feel about this so far? A little snippet of her talking and her presenting. Good. Good. Yeah, it's a little different when obviously you're when you're, listening as opposed to her being here and engaging with you, but that was a snippet. I will start to send that stuff out to you. You can watch it later. And we've got Eurah actually on with us. Hi, Eurah.
Hi, how are you? I'm trying to get my camera to work.
All right, so Eurah doesn't usually use Teams like me, and so she's gonna figure that out momentarily. We were just loving your big dog accent from the last session. Remember that participant, big dogs, hot dogs?
Yes, he was great.
Yeah, yes. Do you see the little video?
I can, yes.
So I think you have to click it. Eurah,
Yes,
are you able to turn on your video or do you want to just chat like this?
I am trying to figure it out, but I can try and log off and come back on and see if that works.
Yeah, why don't you try that real quick?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Where's she located?
She's in Seattle. Yeah, so if you want to check her out right now, you can look up Kami, so KAMI period virtual, VIRTUAL. That's her company.
Does she have an Instagram?
Yeah, that's her Insta.
I spell the first name again?
Her business name is Kami, so KAMI.
Yeah.
And then .virtual is her IG handle.
While you have that piece of.
I'll just play it till she
show
rings in.
people that you exist on all platforms.
And is there one place that feeds everything?
Yes, there are applications like Hootsuite and also later.com that you can just upload the video and it'll push it out to all. But before you write it down, I suggest not to use those sites because Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn know that you're using that site and they want you to be on the app itself. So when they see that the video is coming directly through the app, then they're going to push it out more. If they know you're using a third-party site, then they're like, ah, man, they're not on the app. Does that work for Canva too? Canva, do you use Canva to publish? Sometimes. Yeah, I do. It does apply to that too, because it's a third party technically, but if it's working for you and it saves you time, continue. But maybe what I would suggest is spend a week or 2 weeks not publishing through Canva and doing it directly on the apps and see if it changes your engagement or your reach.
Yeah,
and if it does, and if it does change, you're like, okay, I need to do it directly with the app. If it doesn't, just go back to Canva.
Or you could just download it too.
Huh?
Because they can never get to the recipe. How do you blend those two? Because I get what you're saying, we
Yeah.
connect with people, right? So
Yeah.
I get that, but how do we blend those two? Because I get bored and I just move on. Maybe
Text
it's
on
the
screen.
ADHD.
I think text on screen. So are the videos that, you get frustrated with? Is it just you hear the person's story and then you see their hands doing things, but you're missing what's actually happening? Is that what you're
Which
missing?
usually, I don't watch videos, I read, because the videos are too long and
Uh-huh,
I have ADHD.
okay,
So it's just honest.
okay, yeah.
I TikTok's for.
So.
I just, I don't know how to blend that. How do you, don't you have to have it, don't you have to catch people fast?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I've watched the wrong videos.
What is your business?
Fuse glass art,
Glass art.
yes.
Okay, so you can do a lot of videos where you're showing people exactly what you're doing, right?
Totally. I do, since I have done some kiln opening videos, like when it's finished.
There she is. Can you hear us?
I can. How's everyone doing?
Good.
Great.
So we've just been watching your video from the last session. And unfortunately, because of technical difficulties, we didn't get to see the whole play on video, but I did encourage everyone, if they have questions around social media or videos or anything that's at the top of the brain, to just open up a Q&A, or you could take it any way you'd like. We have about, we have until about 2:35.
Okay, great. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry that there were technical difficulties, and I know that there's always technical difficulties, especially with social media. So I'm sure you all might have many different questions. I'm free to open whatever questions you have regarding Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, content creation, influencer marketing, any general questions or specific questions, I'm open.
So who is active on social media? Oh. And do you love your content?
I have a question.
Yeah, ask.
How do you go about if who you're selling is yourself, right? What you do? How do you go about separating your personal, because with trying to streamline to your business? The question makes sense.
Yes. Do you have two different accounts? Do you have a business account and a personal account that you use for your business?
So on Facebook, I do, but on Instagram, I haven't separated the two, but I realized because I'm so open with the work that I do with the homeless veterans, that's how I get my sponsorships. That's how I get my fundraising. So now that I've opened, I took a leap of faith and I've opened up my own company. How do I transition? Do you think that I should separate that in Instagram, like actually build my business on Instagram, or keep what has been funding me this whole time, which is myself?
Yes, this is actually a very commonly asked question, especially for entrepreneurs whose businesses and brands are really themselves. Like your personality, who you are, is why people fund you, why you're getting sponsorships. So in this case, this is just really based off of my opinion and what I've noticed throughout my experience as a social media manager is if you are finding success through your personal Instagram page, I would continue using that. I wouldn't recommend creating a whole new business page, because what that is going to do is also give you more work, and we don't want more work. So continue with your personal page, but I would kind of, let your audience know that you are going to start using this page as a business page. Really just let them know through your stories, let them know through your posts. Just be very transparent about this transition from just being a sole, personal page to now being like a personal and business page. what is the name of your account, like your username? Is it your name or is it your business name?
So funny you should ask. So I started this when I was creating 3D art. So it's Ronnie 3D Art on Instagram. And on Facebook, it's Veronica Davis, and I created my business page, Community and Veteran Events. So this is why I'm like, I haven't done anything, especially now that I have this grant and I'm gonna start promoting. So I've been kind of like on a standstill, getting all the information that I need, but that was one of the biggest questions was, should I?
Mm-hmm. Well, are you still doing 3D art?
It's, now I've been so busy, no, I haven't had that creative flow.
Okay. And you said that you found success on the 3D art Instagram page?
No, it's been because it's connected to my Facebook, which is Veronica Davis. This is why. So one, they're entwined. Ronnie 3D Art and Veronica Davis, they're entwined. So whenever I post on Facebook, it goes directly to Instagram.
I see. I see. Let me just actually take a look real quick at your page. Ronnie.
3D Art, A-R-T.
Can I pull it up too? Can I pull it up?
Oh, yes.
Let me see if I can. No, I don't want to mess with it.
Is it RONNI?
No, it's RONI. The number 3, D as in David, A as in Alpha, R as in Roger. Okay.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see. I think I'm glad that I have a chance to look at your Instagram because I see that you have like a mix of content. And it's as a new viewer of your page, I'm a little confused about what you do. And I think many other people who come to your page for the first time also may be a little confused. And I think if you separate this 3D art account from your veteran work and kind of really like you can keep this account and just strictly do your art stuff, create a new account specifically for your veteran work, and then connect that veteran account to the Facebook veteran account.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, that way when people come to your veteran page and they're looking for your work and help on that side, then they're not confused about like, am I on the right page? You're like, do they?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Thank you.
Of course. Any other questions?
You look at my Instagram and tell me if it looks okay?
XERIC.
X
Now I'm nervous.
ERI.
XERIC, ceramics.
Next.
I think she did too.
Julie?
Yeah.
Okay. The first thing I see is that there's nothing for me to really do. There's no link in your bio. Do you have a website or do you have somewhere? No.
No.
So when people come to your page, what would you like them to do? If
Well,
they're
I just
interested-
post. They can like message me if they want to buy something, or I post where like my markets are.
Okay, so I would include that in your Instagram bio. Message me if you're interested in in purchasing a piece, or message me to see more of my work. And then I would also include in your bio something like when your next event is, like include at the bottom, like next event at X and X market on this day. so that people, if they're interested in your work, they come to your page and then they want to do something about it. I want to buy something. I want to like see their work at the next event. And so if they look at your profile, which is the first thing that they immediately see, they can either go to your next event or they can purchase something from you by messaging you.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much.
Of course.
I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
On my page is Lulu's Bakery Shop with apostrophe on the S. I was trying to find out a way, it's supposed to be a business account, but I look at other bakers' business account on Instagram and they have like a order form that they can put it right there. And also they have, like if you cannot answer, it says I can answer, I can reply during this time, I'm not available, some kind of message. And I don't know how to do that or where, or if I'm on the right page, or if my settings are the right way for that. But I don't know.
And you
I don't know
said
how to do it at all.
you have a business account. Your Instagram is a business account?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what I would do is you want to go into your Instagram settings. So if you go to your profile page, on the top right corner, you see these 3 dashes. It's like a menu, a little menu button. Click that. And then you go down to, there should be, bear with me. I have to go to one of my clients' page that is also a business account. Okay. I am a personal account. Okay, so you went to the 3 bars and then click settings and privacy.
Okay.
And then, let's see, where is this? Okay. And then you want to click business tools and controls.
Okay.
Okay. And then on this page, there's all these different types of options that you can do. So if you want to click save to reply, this is where you can create that response where like you can create a response that says, I'm currently unavailable at this time. I will get back to you tomorrow or something like that. You just create ones on here. And then there's also where is it? Frequently asked questions. If you click frequently asked questions, this allows you to create answers to these questions that people are normally asking.
On the same part that you walked me through, on the new save and reply?
No, go back one.
Oh. Okay.
And then right under saved reply, there's frequently asked questions, and there should be an option to turn it on.
Oh, okay. Yes, I think I see that.
You got it?
I just don't find the part where it turn on. What is your hours, which I'm good at that.
It
I don't
says,
see, doesn't give me the option to turn it on.
yeah, so when you clicked frequently asked questions, it'll take you to a part that says at the beginning of a new chat, and then when restarting a chat, and you click those 2 things so that it turns on.
Oh, okay.
You see that?
Okay.
And then that's your questions at the bottom, and then I believe you could create your own questions and you could create your own answers.
Oh, okay, I see it. Yes.
You see it?
Yes.
Okay, and then also if you go back, there is another thing towards the bottom of that list that says appointment requests.
Yes.
And then if you turn that on, that'll also allow people to like create a appointment booking with you. And that's kind of a way that you can get people to fill forms, or like if they have an inquiry for a cake or something, they can do that through your page.
And there's a way that I can do it, because I have a friend that is in SeaTac, she's a baker, and when I get into her Instagram page, you can, it has a little area where you can click on there, and then if you want to place an order, all that information is like right there. I'm like, why can't I have this? I want that. Ask her. Where did I go for that?
Ask her.
Yeah. My friend, well, I thought you say I've heard. I'm actually heard.
That part is probably,
Square to connect it.
For that, I probably,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be the
square.
same.
That's what I did.
It's just, I'm more familiar, a little bit more with Instagram, but obviously not that much, right? Because there's so much that I have to learn still.
Like Square has the appointment side of it for services.
Yeah, the gentleman, I think, is gonna walk me through it.
Oh, okay.
So I'm hoping today we can get paid back.
let me see where this, okay. So now go back to your profile page.
Okay.
And you see there's a button that says edit profile.
On settings and privacy still?
No, go back to your profile, like your actual profile.
Okay. I'm there.
And then under your like bio, there's a button that says edit profile.
Yes, ma'am.
Click that.
I'm there.
Scroll down, and then there's a button that says action buttons.
Yes.
Click that. And then you have the choice to choose a button that will now live on your profile page. So either it's order food, book now, reserve, or add the form. That's probably what
my God, Carlos, it's there.
Nice.
It is there. Oh my God, Carlos, thank you.
All right.
Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. Okay.
What's the advantage as a sole entrepreneur, sole proprietor, to having a business IG versus a personal IG, or disadvantage?
Okay.
Yeah,
Because my question kind of goes with it. I was gonna ask about business versus creator page.
can you hear?
So if you are a business page, there are pros and cons to each type of account. The pros to the business account is like our friend here who has the bakery. You can get people to order through your profile. You can get people to see your address. They can do more actions that might bring you more monetary business through the app. But the biggest con with having a business account is that you're unable to use trending sounds. And currently on Instagram, the biggest driver of content and the biggest driver of like views on your page is Instagram Reels, which are the short videos. And so when you're creating these short videos, you can get thousands and thousands of views, but mostly if you're using a trending audio. So something that an audio that everybody is using. But the thing is, if you're a business account, you won't have access to most of these trending audios. I'm not sure why. Actually, I do know why. It's mainly because Instagram knows you're a business and that you're really trying to get conversions and money. And so if they know that you're using a trending audio for advertising purposes, they will take you down. So that's why the pro to having a creator account is that you can use all of the trending audios. You can gain more followers faster. You can get more views. You can get more people to your page, but they don't have the option to order through your Instagram. They don't have the option to fill out a form or anything like that. So it really just depends on like, if you are a business that's like really selling some sort of thing, some sort of object or like food or something, then I would just use your business page. But if you are a business where you're trying to get more people to your account and get more views and get more follows, then I would go with the creator account.
I have a question about two things actually. What if you don't like dealing with social media at all? How often should you be interacting with, your social media account, and like, the minimum amount of posts that would be valuable as a business owner or even personal, whatever, but on that company perspective of like, you're trying to be involved in social media, like what is the minimum amount of work you should do? That's my first question. And then the second one is hiring somebody like you. Like, what if I just don't want to do this anymore? Like, what questions should I be asking? Like, how much rapport should I be trying to build with my manager to make sure that they have enough time for me, or, whatever the case may be. Like, what when I want to hire you, what do I do?
Great questions. To answer your first question, I totally understand how you feel. Like, as an entrepreneur and business owner, we are doing everything. We are the chief bottle, cook, washer, everything. So there's not much time to handle social media. And one thing that I always tell other entrepreneurs when I'm consulting them is try to post at least once a week. If you don't have enough time, you barely, really have time to do anything on your own, try to get one piece of content out per week and be really strategic about it. Having a quality post once a week is way better than posting 4 times a week, but having those 4 posts have no strategy or no quality. So when I'm talking about a quality post, I'm thinking about like, really put your mind behind this piece of content. What is the message behind this piece of content? What am I trying to get this audience to do? I'm trying to get them to come to my event on 2 Fridays from now. So I'm going to create a video of either myself or me doing my work, and I'm going to use a trending audio. I'm going to make the caption extremely thorough, and I'm going to give all the information in that caption. And I'm also going to post this during a peak time. So peak times are usually Monday through Friday between 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And that's because after 1 p.m., this is when people are done with lunch and they're thinking about going home, but they're thinking about doing the rest of their day, and they're probably not going to get on social media. But if you catch them in the morning or even during their lunch break, that is usually when people are online. So my advice is try to post 1 quality post per week. Do it during a peak time. And also another algorithm hack is that you want to trick Instagram into thinking that you are on the app creating friends and creating conversation. They want people addicted to the app. So one way that you can kind of bypass this algorithm trick is either before you post or after you post, spend at least 10 to 20 minutes engaging with people that you're friends with and accounts that you are not friends with, but either people that you are trying to go after or people within your industry. So what I mean by engaging is don't just like their post, like it and comment on it and ask them a question. Be like, hey, like, love that piece of pottery. How did you come up with this idea? And that prompts a response from that user. And then what Instagram thinks is like, oh, they are like actually on the app. They're actually trying to create connections with other people. So 1 post per week, quality post, spend at least 10 to 20 minutes either before or after posting, engaging with audience or new target audiences. Does that answer your question? Your first question?
Yes, that was solid. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. And then your second question, to hire a social media manager, obviously there are like millions of social media managers these days. You can find people in the Philippines, you can find people overseas that are really cheap. Like you can pay them up to like $5 an hour and they will do everything for you. Usually they're great. But the thing is about these lower price social media managers is that they are overseas. And so when they're posting on their phones, Instagram knows that they're overseas. So they're not going to push that content on your account to your local area. They're going to push that account to the Philippines or to India or wherever the person is posting from, unless they have a VPN. You can hire social media managers in the States, usually anywhere between $15 an hour to $100 an hour. And that really just depends on the quality that you're looking for. Some questions that you want to ask a social media manager is, how many posts am I getting a week? Are you creating the post or am I creating them? Like, am I making these videos and just giving it to you? Or are you making these videos for me? Something else is, are you going to spend time engaging with people on the account, engaging with new followers? Another question is, are you going to run my inbox management? And then also, you want to be clear about your goals with social media. There's different types of goals you can have through Instagram and TikTok. Those goals are usually, I'm looking for brand awareness. So brand awareness is getting your page out there. It doesn't necessarily mean more followers, but it means more views. So you know how on Instagram Reels, you can see how many people have watched your video? As that number increases, that means the more brand awareness you're getting. And then also you want to ask your social media manager, are you going to look at the analytics? Because the analytics are going to guide their strategy on what types of content to make. Another goal you might have is, I want more followers. This is a very common goal for a lot of businesses, but I will straight up tell you all that more followers don't necessarily mean more business. Because you could have 5,000 followers, but really only like 200 of them are looking at your content and only 200 of them are like loyal customers. Or you can have 500 followers and 400 of those people are actually very loyal to you. So this is a problem we see a lot in other pages, is you might have so many followers, but like your engagement is really low. So don't worry about follower count, worry about the engagement of your posts and how many views you're getting, how many comments and likes you're getting. That's most important. What else? What other things should you ask a social media manager? Ask them also what's their workflow or their process in terms of creating a custom strategy for you. Because that's something that every entrepreneur, every page should have from their social media, is a custom strategy that fits to your goals, specific on your current page. And then obviously ask them about price. Like I said, the hourly rate varies, but to give you a reference point, my company will charge anywhere between 1,800 to 3,000 per month on a month-to-month basis. And that gives around 3 posts per week. And we usually create all the content. So sometimes in a partnership with another business, they might provide video footage for us or photos to us, and then it's our job to edit the things together. So that you can do it like that, or you can have a social media manager kind of like come meet you weekly or monthly, get a bunch of different footage, and then they just have a library of content to work with throughout that month.
Yeah, that's solid. That's
Get it in.
great
Three
information.
in a month.
Thank you.
Yes,
Appreciate that.
thank you.
18.
You get 10 of
One
them.
more question.
Well, actually, sorry, Lulu.
Oh,
I'm gonna give this one to, oh, Naj. Sorry, and then, yeah, and give her a chance to ask.
I wanted to first ask, there's two really quick questions. I want to know if my IG name was too long. It's beautyfromashes.niv. And then the second, I just want to know if I should try to make that short, or, because sometimes when I, share my business with people in the community or network, and it's just like, it's so long. So I want it to be a little bit more catchier so people can remember it.
Beauty from Ashes.
You answered it yourself. You feel that way, you should.
Huh?
Beauty from Ashes Spa.
Beautyfromashes.niv. That's on IG.
From Ashes dot NIV. Oh, I see. Okay. Beauty from Ashes. I don't know. I think it's all, it's not too long. Was Beauty from Ashes already taken?
Yes.
Okay. I honestly don't think it's too long.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the second question.
Yep.
Okay. And then the second question I have, because I'm offering services, could you give me like a few call to action, quotes or descriptions for when I do my posts, like some call to action sentences? Because I don't want to say now, or, I don't want to sell to them, but I want to share, but still pull them in. So.
Yeah. Let's see. Some good call to actions for you might be, people really act when they feel like you are really busy. It's like a weird psychological marketing tactic. So something you could say to people is, I have one spot left for next week. If you're looking to book now. Something that really gets people like, oh snap, I have to book now because I've been waiting and I don't want to wait again. And yeah, it might be fibbing a little bit, but like those types of call to actions really get people going. Another thing is with this industry, like beauty industry, a lot of people really start to trust estheticians and people in the beauty space when you are educating them. So I would focus a lot on education in your content because that will get them to trust you. So the more you educate them, and then at the call to actions in those posts could be something like, come in and learn more about your skin, or come in and learn why you are getting eczema on your nose, or whatever it is. Something like that is like specific to the message of that post. Turn it into a call to action.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Oh, and then I just I noticed that you have that you're reposting TikToks to your Instagram Reels, which is great. Like I'm very proud of you for doing that. But the thing is, I would go ahead and use this this website called SnapTik. Just go on Google and look up SnapTik, SNAPTIK. And basically you can take your TikTok video, put the URL into SnapTik, re-download it without the TikTok watermark, Because when Instagram sees that you're reposting a video from TikTok with that little TikTok sign on it, they will actually push that video down because they're competitors.
Oh.
And same goes for Instagram. So if you're downloading it, putting it on TikTok, there's the same website called Snap Insta.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you.
Yeah, of
Thank
course.
you, thank you so much.
Of course.
Always so many jewels that you drop. We appreciate you.
Did we get an hour free with her?
Did you hear of Eurah?
Sorry?
He was like, do we get an hour free with her too?
I'm serious.
I know. Yeah, no, that's not part of the program this time.
And there's more.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Eurah, but we will share Eurah's contact information with you. And as I mentioned earlier, if you go onto her website, you'll see all of the tools that she openly shares about tips and tricks and best practices and all of those things for entrepreneurs so that you can utilize that really good information.
Yeah.
Take care.
Thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
The man barbecue.
Bye now.
The man barbecue. Look it up and call me later.
You have to hang up for me.
The man BBQ.
All right, so good, right? So let's take a super 2-minute break because we need to move. We have some treats, sugar and fruit in the back, so please help yourself. And then we'll be talking next to Wade Robinson, who is here. And he is, you'll get a free hour with him. But you'll really appreciate the wealth of knowledge that he'll provide you about financial management and some good information for an entrepreneur to live about.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, I pay for my phone.
All sorts of things, and then right now, we're using it on. Yeah, I'm not like that. I think that's. That's how you're going. Okay. But it's easier. I started kind of maybe working on this.
There should be one right beside you.
But also, before that, when we were curious, brewing and packaging up this coffee. I said,
Oh, you know what? I moved it.
okay.
That's when you came in.
You know,
This is your thing.
he was always giving me all these free things, you know.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom and I'll come back and I'll.
So you wanted to-
And now I can get No, but I was, I would see him day to day while he was doing all this, and then I would learn more. I used to go kind of sometimes.
I know, right?
We just pick go up, and then he was like, I'm going out of town, we deliver me coffee to each other. So, and went down on her on this event. I'm there full time. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no,
That's why
I see that. I see
it's
that.
community conventions about small business.
No, that's, that one is on the website.
I now do for
You
know.
Yeah, so you don't really, it doesn't look like you.
It's on the Ave in the university.
I mean, I just.
It's like a walk-up window.